What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to the 562.org. It's Tyler.
And Mike, and this More League track video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company, now open for indoor dining.
We're at Wilson High for the More League track finals. We've been waiting to get out and see some track and bring all the schools together on a beautiful day here at Wilson. And Mike, I gotta say, there's a whole lot of running in this mother.
Tyler, it's always one of my favorite days when we get the More League Track and Field Championships. Certainly expecting great action here and deep into the CIF postseason. We're going to start, as always, with the girls 4x100 race. Polly and Wilson off to a good start, but the Bruins pulling ahead on the first pass from Maya Bryson to Ajane Lucky. Lucky, absolutely well named. The sophomore, you can just see flying for the Bruins. She's going to be a special one to cover for the next 3 seasons.
Yeah, you almost have to stay up all night to get lucky, Mike. Polly does get a great third leg from Anaya Weish to kind of close that gap. This has been just a great race to watch. You know, Polly and Wilson in the relays are always a lot of fun. Sadia Green going to get the baton first, and she closes strong for Wilson. Taylor Johnson, the freshman for Polly, is right there, but Green is going to be able to hold her off to the finish line.
This is going to be a fun race to cover for the next few years because these are all underclassmen. 47-48, the winning time for the Bruins. Polly second, 47-83, both going to CIF as we go to the boys 4x1. It's going to be a good first leg here as we've got Milliken, Polly, and Wilson. That's the Rams freshman football star Ryan Pelham getting it going for Milliken.
Yeah, but eventually it would be Polly and Wilson as they kind of get shot out of a cannon there, pulling ahead on the backstretch. And then going into the third leg, clean passes for the leaders. Terrence Clay for Wilson. He's going to go ahead and push the Bruins into the lead.
And then not the best pass from the Jackrabbits here, and that's going to give Michael Bruner a nice lead on Jalen Knox. And Bruner, the burner, the football star, is going to hold off Knox as Knox tries to close the gap. Wilson, 42-27, Polly, 42-52.
Yeah, always love those sprint relays there, Mike. They're always a lot of fun. Now let's go a little more distance in the girls' 1600. And Camille Lindsay starting her big day. The sophomore, this is her first time running track, actually. We've seen her a lot in cross country. First time out on the track, and she wins the mile in 5:09:31. And got to give love to the Camilitary after the race.
Yeah, for sure. And you mentioned it, her freshman year taken from her by, obviously, the pandemic. So having a great sophomore season. We go to the boys mile. And this we're expecting another cross country star, Nico Kolkiko, to be out in front, and sure enough, he's going to hold off Milliken Scott Kirkhoff for the lead. Polly's Cameron Roan back there. But Kolkiko is going to finish strong, smoking the field with a time of 4:20:43, just starting his busy day as well.
Yeah, we will definitely see more from Kolkiko, and he'll do more that we don't even see in this video. More on that later. Head-to-head race in the hurdles, Keelan Dickens in green and Ja'Cory Harris in white. As those Jackrabbits go head-to-head in this tale of two runners, Dickens meets his great expectations and wins in a time of 14:73 for all the scholars out there. And he's a champion. See how I did that?
That's great. Very nice. The girls 100 hurdles. Another thin race on this side. CIF championship contender Jade McDonald is going to pull away in 14:77 to win this one as she's coming in clean. McDonald, the first More League title, and then she goes straight back to the jumps pit where she wins the triple jump and the long jump with limited attempts, just trying to qualify and move on to CIF, which she was able to do.
Polly did have a successful day in the jumps, also qualifying Zaria Taylor and Lauren Reed, shown here in the long jump. Also got Alyssa Perkins and Kennedy Butler to CIF in the triple jump. Rabbits big there. Also, top two in the boys long jump, Miguel Orozco right here, one of the best in the state. He took second. Teammate Javon Hampton, the winner for Polly.
Looking forward to seeing all those field athletes at CIF. Shout out to the homie Xavier Hurd, Big X winning the boys shot put. Several field events competed earlier in this week, so we obviously weren't able to get them, but we're looking forward to seeing those athletes at CIF.
Now in the girls 400, talented race, Milliken's Samara Monroy, plus Wilson's Ajane Lucky and Sadia Green. So definitely a good matchup. Monroy got out fast, but she would soon have luck on her side, and not in a good way. Ajane making a move here. A great three-way battle down the backstretch. but the sophomore Lucky had more gas in the tank, and she would pull away 54-87 to win it. Monroy second, 56-59, and Green 56-64 for Wilson in third place. And Lucky put a lot into that race.
Well, you can just see the separation speed and the stride on Lucky, and that's why I said she's a sophomore to keep your eyes on for sure. And then this is actually YG's favorite race, Tyler, and it's a good one for Wilson.
400. Wilson goes 1-2-3. Leroy Crook wins it 48-90, followed by PJ Jefferson and Isaac Lewis, both going under 50 seconds. And hey, there's a lot of love between those Wilson Bruins, baby. You love it. It's nice to go 1-2-3, right?
They love the sweep. We go to the girls 100. A lot of underclassmen in this race. Is the Jackrabbits you're going to see in the pink in the middle, getting out fast and staying out fast. Anaya Weish, a ton of talent, is going to finish in 12:16. Backed up by the freshman Taylor Johnson in 12:68, both of them going to CIF.
Yeah, nothing new to see Polly in pink in the girls 100 doing well. Now in the boys 100, we call this the football race. We got a couple wide receivers and football players in this one, Mike, as we often do. Polly's Malik Harness there in the middle of the track, going to win this one at 11:02. Michael Bruner from Wilson at 11:12. Polly's Javon Hampton just behind him at 11:14. Harness just getting his day started in the sprints for the green and gold.
For sure, and all three of those guys qualified that Tyler just named qualified for CIF, so congrats to them. And then we go back to the half mile, and it's Lindsay looking to pull off the double here. She already won the mile. She wants the 800 as well, and she's going to win it pretty comfortably in 2:21:45. Lakewood's Nina Draffin second, Wilson's Faith Kingbury, and Milliken's Rebecca Ellens in third and fourth.
Yeah, as we spread out different schools there, another comfortable win for Lindsay, but still more to come for her. And we go back for the boys 800. Kolkiko looking to compete his double as well in the mile and the half mile. As he comes out, had to work a little for this one, but he would win it in 1:57:01. And then he would head over to the gym to get ready to play in Wilson's playoff basketball game. So a busy day for Nico, but a successful one on the track, to be sure.
He was literally like very apologetically, I don't have time for an interview. I have to go play basketball. We go to the 300 hurdles and let's get back to McDonald's. You got McDonald's money, Tyler? Jade does. 45.92 to win the 300 hurdles for her fourth individual league title of the day. Both hurdles, the long jump and the triple jump, a terrific performance from McDonald.
Now to the boys 300, it's Wilson's PJ Jefferson breaking up the Harris Dickens monopoly on the hurdles. PJ going to win it in 38.60. As that's kind of a grueling race. We would see more from PJ later. He's going to have to catch his breath after that one.
He's just faking that to try and get out of the 4x4, which he would not succeed in doing. We go to the 200, another talented field in the sprints. Taylor Johnson, Samara Monroy, Sadia Green. Love covering these sprint races when all the different schools have got a premier runner, and Green is going to be in front after the curve. Monroy on her tail. We know she's been state elite in this race, but Green is going to hold her off and win it in 24.91. Monroy 25.16 and Johnson 25.37.
Yeah, you're right. These sprint races are so much fun, and then when you get those competitive fires going for different schools. Now to the boys. Malik Harness, we mentioned, he was just starting his day in the sprints, and he looked good in this one. He flew past the field pretty comfortably, winning in a time of 21.72, ahead of Wilson's Leroy Crook in second at 22.37. So for Harness, he wins the sprint double for the Jackrabbits. A great day for him.
We go to the 3,200, and believe it or not, the real deal Camille is looking to do something we're not sure has ever happened before. Tyler, she's trying to win the 800, the 16, and the 32, and she does it with a time of 11:47.64. Triple league champ in those events, unreal.
We say she's goated for that, Mike. I think that's what we got to say. Now to the boys 32, Milliken freshman Jason Parra, looking to build on his great cross-country season, had an impressive showing in this race, and he wins Milliken's lone title of the day with a time of 9:38.32. So Parra doing his thing on the track. And now as the sun sets, it's time for the final races, the relay 4x4. Just two teams in this race, Wilson against Poly. The Bruins with a big lead at the first pass, but the Jackrabbits are not going away. Kennedy Reed with a tremendous second leg to put the Jackrabbits back in front. We got a race going here, Mike.
Well, you've got a race going right until she gets it. If you're Wilson, you'd rather be lucky than good, and lucky is great. Ajane with the answer in the third leg is going to get it way out in front, and then Trinity Mosby on the anchor finishes it off for the Bruins. They win at 3:56.08. Jackrabbits in at 4:03.55. And that leaves us with one race. The boys 4x4. Everyone had been hot during the day. They were cold at night. Everyone was ready to get this thing underway so we could all go warm up. Polly, Wilson, and Milliken in this one. The Bruins are the state leaders.
And there was no back and forth. Wilson was in control. Isaac Lewis on the first leg. Then it's Leroy Crook handing it off to PJ Jefferson. Leroy says, we run this. And it's like, yeah, we just told everyone you're the state leaders. They know. On the anchor, it's going to be Jefferson handing off to Marcel Francis Mitchell. He handles his business. Wilson wins by almost 10 seconds. 3:18.97 is the time for the Bruins. And obviously they're a little fired up about it to be able to run it on their home track.
They ran it on the home track. They will compete for a state championship, and a ton of these athletes from all these schools will compete in the CIF prelims this weekend. We won't be there. We will be at CIF finals in 2 weeks. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors, including Ocean Law Center, for coverage of those CIF championships. You've got to keep it locked right here.